How you doing? What'd you decide?
Oh, first we gotta set some ground rules.
You got the wrong idea, Harry. You don't sit like a little prince and you will do this and you won't do that. You want to listen to what these people need and hope you can do it for them.
What do they need?
That's some evidence that they want cleared some dope.
What, they want me to steal it?
No, you just take the tag off. Put it on some quinine or something. Make it look like they busted cut.
I don't know, Ed.
You don't know? I can sell what you owe me to the Shylocks for 40 cents on the dollar. Now you're paying 3 points a week. And when you miss, you get your butt kicked.
I gotta decide, I'm not sure.
Today. Otherwise, it's going to the lab. Mr. Big Sean. Mr. Gambler.
Mr. Policeman.
Today, the victim's aid program will run out of city court. That means that when filing an incident report in which no arrest has been made, you no longer fill out the magenta 11s. The victim applies for aid himself. But when you do make a bust, however, instead of turning him in at precinct, you now attach the magenta 11s directly to the arrest report when filing at arraignment. We got that. Officer Renko.
Yes, sir.
So, you're going to file your magenta 11s where?
Under those circumstances, the magenta 11 would be a victim-orientated.
Yeah, that's right, but where's it going to go?
The city court.
City court.
Thank you. The both of you. Item 9. Captain Farilla's at the breakfast for retiring Captain Eastland and Captain Designate Ray Cayetano. Lieutenant Cayetano's replacement begins his tour tomorrow. He's on orientation transfer until then. His name is Lieutenant Norman Bunce. He's from the Heights, and Lieutenant Bunce is back left of the room. Early welcome to the Hill, Lieutenant. Tomorrow, we'll break out the band. Oh, incidentally, celebration for Lieutenant Cayetano begins at 7:15 p.m. prompt at the La Paloma Room, Kubiak Lodge.
7:15 horas?
Yeah, 10. Operations. Spelker, LaRue, Washington, Garibaldi coordinate with Inspector Frobel from the Hack Bureau. They're going to be documenting harassment of the local gypsy cabs been serving the Hill for years. They're being harassed by fleet and medallion vehicles who suddenly find out they've been missing out on a lot of good business up here.
They were fleet enough, we'd never catch them.
Yeah, right. Also, Lieutenant Goldblum continues his special assignment with the State Lottery Office. Okay, that's it. Let's have a safe shift. Let's go do our jobs.
Hi. Wayne Frobel, fellas.
Yeah, J.D. LaRue.
Near Washington.
You and me, we worked together on some cab heists 5-6 years ago. Hey, Mick. Mick Felker.
Wayne Frobel, Hack Bureau.
All right. Right. I think I remember you.
There's an embarrassing situation.
What?
Man's got egg on his face.
Have you seen Lieutenant Hunter? I don't know about him, man. Hey, where's Harry at?
You mean sorry guys, Garibaldi? The last couple of months, Harry's been late more often than Peaches LeBancs.
Hey, gee, earth-fallen lady,
Terribly sorry. They just broke into my car. I'm all nerves. Oh, I've made you spill all over your suit. Please, let me pay for dry cleaning.
To get $1.75 where I go, without the pants.
Are you all right, sir?
Gravity boots, Valentine. I have decided henceforth to start my mornings
with an infusion of blood into the old cranium.
Is that really comfortable, sir?
It's invigorating. Lubricates the synaptic connections.
Well, meet you upstairs then, sir.
Meet you upstairs, Valentine.
Unless you want me to stay.
You mean as a spotter? It's utterly unnecessary.
Okay, then.
The only possible mishap would be a pipe giving way.
Findings are going to issue this morning, Frank. Know what this jerk grand jury's got after 4 months? Know what they're going to announce?
Nothing. Penny anti-corruption charges on the 6 cops we already knew. Not that any corruption is insignificant.
No indictments in Keenan's killing.
Which, let's face it, Frank, that's the same as if I'd been named. Listen, I want you to head a commission of inquiry into Keenan's death and everything else, into the whole damn department. We've got to put this thing behind us.
What kind of authority?
I hadn't thought through all the nuts and bolts just yet.
To have any teeth, this kind of panel has to have subpoena power.
Frank, more gratitude, fewer conditions.
I'd also want a free hand in selecting other members of the panel, and I want a public pledge of your cooperation.
You believe the stories? You think there are 4 pads and a bagman in every precinct?
I think that department morale has never been lower. Every man is looking back over his shoulder, wondering whom to trust. I also think that if we don't clean house, somebody's going to do it for us.
What about Keenan? You think I killed Joe Keenan?
I don't know.
Are you self-righteous?
I go into this with a clean slate, Chief. I won't front a public relations exercise.
You got whatever you need.
I accept.
You come and get me, Furillo. You get some evidence I'm involved. You come after me.
If there's evidence, I won't be asking permission.
Frank?
Ray?
Chief?
Ray? Great day. Long overdue.
Over the past 6 weeks, since the news that I would be captain of the Polk Avenue precinct, I have spent what spare time I could getting to know the officers at my new precinct. I thought, Captain Islam, I want to hear what some of his men have said about him. He always stood up for us with downtown. He's made our jobs easier because he does his so well. I work under 5 captains, and he's the best, hands down. I'm honored to introduce the men whose position I'm taking, but who I know I cannot replace. Art Eastland.
Thanks, Ray. Chief, brother officers. So, why quit 5 years before mandatory? I know the rumors. He's sick. He has a babe in Florida. I wish. Truth is, I'm tired of it. I'm tired with what we've all been reading in the newspapers, and maybe just a little bit tired of wondering if any of it's true. But since I announced, I've been reminded of the other side of the coin, what I've felt from my men, and especially now with what I'm hearing so gracious from Ray Cayetano. I listened to Ray, and I, honest to God, wonder if I made a mistake. Maybe I better take a little more time to think this retirement thing over. Believe this, I don't know if I want to go.
Hey, where the hell are you going, Harry? I gotta pick up a prescription.
Hey, Garibaldi, you picking up that prescription to win or across the board?
Jay.
My butt.
Hey, Harry. Yeah.
Hey, look, I want you to put $4 for me on the letter J to win in his second race.
That's the letter J. If I go by an OTB.
Yeah, Harry, on your way to the pharmacy. Kid's getting in trouble, Neil. I see all the signs.
Sounded to me like you just put down to bet your own stuff, babe.
That's entirely different. It's $4 and it's not a horse that I happen to have been following.
Excuse me. You just cut in front of me. You did. Right here, you took my spot.
All right, you Congress.
You need a cab, Mac? Mac, cab?
Hey, you need a cab?
We don't usually get the company cabs up here.
Well, you're gonna start getting them now.
Hey, you can't take the fare, man. Hey!
Call me if it grows, Wolf. I'll come back and kick your butt.
J, 7J409.
We bust him? Let's hold off.
He just drove into my car.
Plus verbal abuse, calling you a dwarf. I want heavy harassment, though, before we make our move. Dog's life, eh, Detective? Pull over, stupid.
It's not even coming up hot.
Hey, you believe this jerk?
It's registered Leona Cleveland.
Are you serious? That's Ozzy's wife. That's the mayor's wife. She probably doesn't know it was stolen yet. Hey, we're gonna do ourselves some good on this one, boys. All right, freeze, buddy. Freeze.
Oh, man.
All right, just take it easy.
Kill me.
And nobody's gonna kill you now. Hey, you feel like anything's broken? Hey.
No.
All right, just get up real easy. Put your hands behind your back. And are you all right?
Yeah.
All right, just take it easy.
Joe, he's Lee Cleveland.
What?
He's Lee Cleveland.
Does the picture match? Hey, Lee. You related to Leona Cleveland?
It's my mother.
Your father's the mayor, right?
Yeah.
It's your bus, Sarge.
You almost give me a heart attack jumping out in front of our unit like that. I wouldn't be doing that again if I were you.
Trenton Moore, Jody Buck.
In the back, this one?
Yeah.
Yep.
Him.
This one.
All right, just step over here. Trenton, this man said you took something from his store across the street there.
These two guys got nothing
Now,
better to
Buck,
do.
you just be quiet to my partner.
Oh, you robbed from me.
How come you robbed from the neighborhood?
Never robbed. What's wrong with you?
And you robbed with your prices.
What do you steal?
Fruit.
Fruit.
They take all the time. You make bust. Listen, sir, if we do that, you gotta come down to the court and you gotta leave your store. No more.
Yeah, sure, you got 50 relatives working that rat hole.
Shut up.
Hey, what you want, man, huh? What you want, a lousy...
Oh, wait a minute. Mr. Weather, Mr. Crack, you want this boy here to make restitution right now?
No. You make bust. I only stole on block. No one else have stolen. So they rob. Trent, we're gonna have to arrest you. Are you charged anyone else? They take other times. No, I mean now. Let's go.
Yo, Jody, tell my grandma where I'm at.
Yeah, man. Here. Fruit he stole.
Look at here, Bobby, we got evidence.
He stole.
Yeah, I know he stole. We make bust.
Art Eastland was reacting to the emotion of the moment.
Why did I have to say all those nice things about him?
Look, you weren't going to assume command till Monday anyway, and he's going to decide by the end of the day, so try to take it easy.
Captain, Mayor's son's been busted.
I heard.
Cleveland's office has been notified.
Captain Frillo? Norman Bunce.
How are you? Ray Kaitan.
Ah, how you doing? Guess I'm taking your oar in a boat, huh? You going up on a bridge?
Yes. Excuse me.
Sure.
So, you start with us tomorrow.
Yeah, I figured I'd come in and find out what a John is.
I don't know if you've heard, but there's a glitch with Ray's promotion. Captain Eastland is reconsidering his retirement. I'm sure it'll all get resolved, but on the outside chance that Ray stays, he'll be your senior in command.
Uh-huh. Well, I hope it resolves.
What do you like to be called?
The Heights, they call me Guido. I'm German, see, but I look like such a guinea. Our Norm's good. How about yourself? Frank?
Fine.
Just in here. I mean, I'll give you your rank in front of the men.
I look forward to working with you, Norm.
Same here, Frank.
Get with Jablonski. He'll show you the ropes.
Yeah. Is there anything we can do to nudge Eastland along? I mean, slash his tires? No, seriously. Got anything on him?
No.
Trent, I'm afraid we're gonna have to book you.
I'm gonna lose my parole.
We'll get you to an afternoon arraignment. Wait and see how it works out.
We'll find a khaki officer.
Trent, what's with all the blue beret stuff, man?
Oh, it's Project Security. You know, escort for the elderly.
How many old folks can afford to pay for getting walked to the bus, man?
Hey, we don't charge. Look, there's no charge. You think these people don't need safety, man? Hold on. You think the police are gonna protect them?
What I think, Trenton, is that you came out of correctional wanting to get your life together.
I saw through to a lot of things up there.
But whatever the good you want to do, man, you got to get your own thing together first. Look, that Korean's the only store on 116th Street. You chase him away, and that ain't gonna do your old people no good.
Sorry, Bobby. Things were up for grabs today. Trenton Moore?
Yeah.
Oh, Miss Davenport, Lee Cleveland.
Thanks, Sergeant.
This way, Trenton.
Sergeant Jablonski? Debbie Craig, personnel sent me.
Will a private attorney be taking over your case, Lee?
No.
These are all your priors? Depending on your case report, I think we stand a good chance at alternative sentencing. Would you be willing to enroll in a detox program? Lee?
Yes, or die one.
Is that why you drove into the side of the bridge?
I didn't care if I lived. I lied so many times. It turned out to be lying when I said I was gonna quit. But I was coming home to quit. Instead, I got high and went to steal her car. I can't believe myself no more.
Do you want to stop?
I say so, but I don't know if I mean it.
Maybe this time you do.
What do you plan to do about your son?
Sergeant, Mr. Mayor, excuse me. Back here, fellas, until you have a pass.
Relax, guys. He'll have a statement.
I'm here to file a stolen car complaint against Lee Cleveland. Yes, sir.
You think with this Eastland thing up in the air that it's bad taste to go ahead with Ray Thomas Gale on time?
I wouldn't be so hard.
Well, our deposit at the Kubiak is refundable if we cancel by 4.
No. I'd go ahead.
Mayor, I have a minute.
All right. I heard Fletcher's announcement about this new commission. I'm delighted, especially that you're heading it.
Thank you.
How big? How many civilians?
Well, I haven't had a chance to make any firm judgments yet, but other than somebody from the DA's office, I'm not sure there'll be any.
You need civilians for credibility, Frank. It's past the point that the public will trust this department to clean its own house.
Take that into consideration.
I appreciate your handling this.
Do you want to see him, Ozzy?
Why? So he can lie to me again? So he can break our hearts again? I have a statement to read.
Same horse.
Come on.
What?
You know what's going on inside?
Oh, I heard rumors.
Listen, I want to bet a horse I can't go in there myself.
Like a problem for the management?
Yeah. Now listen, I'll give you a sawbuck. You take the bet in there for me.
Sydney's errand service at your disposal.
200 win, 200 place on Heavenly J.
Poor bagger, huh? We talking fixola here? We talking chemical encouragement?
Come on, I'm in a hurry.
I'll go shopping for you afterwards. Get you anything you want.
You say, Harry.
Hey, Andy.
What's going on? Did you come over to tell me what you decided?
Yeah, I wanted to tell you that I'm thinking about it.
You came over here to tell me that you're thinking about it?
Yeah.
Because you know you got to fix that evidence by this afternoon or doors close on a lot of different people.
I know.
Anything else you want to tell me?
No, I don't think so.
Bring out Mr. Wonderful. Oh, man. You know what's happening to you, Harry?
What is going on?
You're beginning to
here?
run away from reality.
I try to lay in bed, I get thrown around like wet
Otherwise,
laundry.
you'd never think that we'd let the street slug, guy hasn't made a $20 bet in 2 weeks, come in with a $400 play, and we're not going to find out who he's bearding for?
Hey, I've been looking for my spot.
I want to take one last shot, Andy.
You don't have any more shots, pal. Your quota's up.
Excuse me, if you're not going to allow me to make a bet, will you please return my currency? I'll take my trade elsewhere.
Now, are you going to do this thing for us?
Hey, what am I, in a
All
bubble
right,
here?
all right. I'll try to do it end of shift.
Okay. Less $300 you owe me. It's $100 for you to walk around.
Let me bet it on that horse.
You don't want to crash yet, kid?
Let me bet it.
Come on inside.
Dan Korea shot a man.
Oh, go back to my soul.
Take him away.
All right, everybody, just step back.
Mr. Pack, let me have the gun.
Come out there.
He robbed inside. My mother cleaning fruit there. Tried to stop him. He come knife on my mother. I shoot.
You got a permit for this gun?
No permit yet. I apply.
All right, Mr. Park, now listen to me. You're gonna have to come down. You understand that? Down to the station.
How is she?
We're gonna take her into the hospital. Understand? I think she's got a concussion.
여보, 당신 어머니하고 같이 병원에 가요. 빨리. He beat my nephew. I don't shoot till he come knife for my mother.
More pleasant be coming, Mr. Pack.
Many witnesses, many.
Tell your nephew not to open the store.
오늘은 문 닫아.
Let's go. Come on.
Hey, Pat, like how it feels now?
Oh, yeah. There's one man you're not going to cheat anymore. Yeah, that's right.
Knock it off right now. I mean it. Knock it off right now. Have some respect.
Okay, got a BLT on a Kaiser pickup. You're down, JD. Second race.
Gracias.
Horse has 0 chance. Coffee and a burger, Dottie.
Hey, who's Crocker Garibaldi's selection?
Heavenly J by daylight.
Letter A.
Letter A, right. Why? Did you look at him?
You gave me your ticket.
Is that right?
50 win in place, Harry. Pretty hefty bet.
Yeah, well, I told you the horse can't lose.
No kidding. Hey, why don't you come over to my crib later on, all right? And I'll show you my Dewey for President card collection.
Hi, Mick.
Hi. What are you doing here?
Thought I'd look up my BF.
Oh, your BF is glad. Sit over here.
Yeah.
Did you have lunch?
No.
Are you hungry? What would you like?
How about some peaches?
You want my peaches?
Yeah. Oh, I made an appointment with Dr. Hirsch tomorrow.
Why? What's wrong?
No. I'm late.
What does that mean? Does that mean you think you're pregnant?
It's possible.
You're laughing.
Don't go ping pong on me, Mick. I'm not sure. I'm a little late. I want to find out.
What are we gonna do?
Nothing.
Norman bunts?
Yeah, right.
And does the next batter swing away?
That was a regular Milton Berle, huh?
Frank.
Leona?
Frank. I want those charges dropped. I own that car, and I don't want my son charged with car stealing.
Well, this says that you have joint ownership of that.
Never mind that. Lee says he can get into a detox program if the car stealing charges are dropped. I want them dropped.
Well, you and Ozzy are going to have to make that decision together, Leona.
Ozzy won't forgive him. He's hardened his heart. He wants to punish Lee. No, Frank, no, you talk to him, please.
I don't think that's...
Ozzy respects you,
I don't
please.
think that's my place,
It
Leona.
is your place. Please, I talk to my son on the phone.
All right.
Please.
All right.
I just want you to give him another
Okay,
chance.
all right. It's all right. I'll try. I'll talk to him.
Just give him
I'll
another
try.
chance.
I'll try.
Mrs. Cleveland? I'm Joyce Davenport. I'll be representing your son through arraignment.
They want to crucify my son. My husband.
I'm going to go talk to the mayor right now. Sorry.
Just one moment. Frank? Frank. Judgment call, but I'd like to see this kid get a chance.
See if you can push him down your calendar. If I can move Ozzy at all, I'll be in court.
Never mind who it is, Captain Eastland. I just want to put on record. We're all hearing it's some kind of popular tidal wave, and nobody wants you to retire. I'm one of a whole lot of guys figured you for over the hill, but we were all biting our tongue, you see, because you were having the decency of stepping down. Yeah, hey. Forget all that stuff in his speech, huh? I'm one of the guys the lieutenant was talking to. And afterwards, we're all laughing up our sleeves. We couldn't believe anybody bought that crap all. So come on, what do you say, Captain, huh? You had a wonderful, distinguished career. Now why don't you wake up and smell the freaking coffee? And that's with affection as well as concern. Hey, Lieutenant. How about dropping a dime?
What do you mean?
Tell Eastland he's owed me. Call and tell him he's finished.
I apologize for the intrusion, Ozzy.
What is it?
Leona's asked me to...
Just stop right there.
She says it's unclear that the car was stolen.
The car was stolen. Money was stolen. So was my watch. So was the pen my father gave me when I graduated high school.
But if he has a real desire now to kick...
I'm not asking for special favors so my son can wind up high in some shooting gallery.
The idea was that he'd sign himself into detox.
From which he could also sign himself out. And rob somebody or worse so he could fix. Now, if he really has a desire to stop, let him stop in jail. For God's sakes, Frank, do you think this is easy?
I'm sorry.
Call my wife, please.
Bail application for defendant Pack, Miss Davenport.
For recognizance, Your Honor. Police reports are persuasive as to self-defense. People are charging only unlicensed firearm.
No objection. Now, you're released on recognizance, Mr. Pack. Your attorney will tell you when to appear. Nice shot.
Docket J93194, Trenton Moore, petty larceny.
Grocer in the previous case is the complainant?
Yes.
Mr. Pack has had a busy day.
Your Honor, this arrest was for the theft of a pair, and my client offered restitution.
Arresting officers present?
Here, Your Honor. I did hear the defendant offer to pay, sir. In my opinion, Your Honor, this is not a case where parole should be violated.
You got an open parole, Mr. Moore.
I was at Whitcomb Correctional.
And I'm going to follow the recommendation of the officers here. Do not notify parole board. I'm dismissing Mr. Moore, but no, you do not want to make a return appearance before me, or a piece of fruit, or anything else.
All right.
Adjourned in contemplation of dismissal.
J9320, Lee Cleveland, narcotics paraphernalia, felony theft, reckless operation, on for bail.
Mr. Cleveland asks permission to enroll in Springwood detoxification program.
People ask $20,000, Your Honor.
Your Honor, I'd like to say, I know I have problems, but I've been to my uncle's in Rockford trying to kick, but I really want to kick. But I made a mistake, and I would ask if I would be allowed to kick, because if I could do detox, then I'd like to try. But if I could be brought down on medication, I think I. But I apologize.
All right.
I apologize.
All right. $20,000 bond. Now, Mr. Cleveland, if that auto theft charge is dropped, court would consider a detox enrollment. And I think some apologies and explanations to family might be in order, sir.
Where they at?
Right.
My mother said she was gonna try to be here.
Call the next case.
Wait a minute, I'm sorry. I can't kick like that.
Next
Please,
case.
wait a minute.
Seems cold to me.
Well, you figure Ozzy ought to give the kid a medal or what?
Please. What I'm supposed to do.
About what, Mr. Pack?
All hate now.
Isn't that pretty much how you felt about all of them, Mr. Pack?
I was only angry at who still. I don't hate you people.
Well, sir, if that's the case, then why don't you try hiring one of them boys out of the neighborhood or something?
Family work in store.
Mr. Pack, don't you see how that would show people that you felt you were part of the community down there?
Let me just motor, Robert. I think Mr. Pack can make up his mind on this thing, can't you, sir?
It's a good investment, Mr. Pack.
You better check out your personal cars, because Medallion's messed with some of them, man.
What? They messed with my car. They're going to be messing with my tire iron.
Hey, what'd they do?
They sugared half the tanks.
All right. SOBs put glue in my ignition. This is enough. Now we got enough to move. Let me see if your car starts, Detective. We might be walking home.
Hi. Oh, I'm fine. No. I just wanted to ask you something. I've seen these things advertised where you could, you could find that out at home what you'll be asking Dr. Hirsch tomorrow.
Hey, you guys coming in, you better check your car.
You did? I mean, you already bought it?
Why did somebody...
So will we take it tonight? Oh, I'm very excited. I love you. I'll see you tonight. Bye.
start said get some gypsy's noise. So I bumped the little guy, that's all. I mean, but I don't blow someone up. I don't care who tells me.
Yeah, you got a mind of your own, right, baby?
Maybe Central did it.
You okay?
I need you to take it with me. Captain Eastland just called. He has decided not to change his plans. He's going to stay retired.
Well, congratulations, Captain Cowtown.
Congratulations, Captain. Thank you, Joe. Thank you. Excuse me, I have to call my wife. Thank you.
Shouldn't Detective Mayo sign in too?
Detective Mayo transferred to Midtown, Miss Craig.
Could you initial here, please, that you went in by yourself?
Okay. Thank you. We a team?
I'm supposed to stay here.
You know something, now I'm getting a little frosted. See, I got to inventory this stuff for testimony. I don't feel like having you give me the greasy eyeball while I do it.
Look, I'm new. They said go by the regs.
Well, this is the real world, kid. And the regs out here are you give some slack when somebody asks you.
Return the envelope to me.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't feel like doing it. Maybe I'll do it another time.
Could you wait while I check it against the bus list?
It's all there. It all checks out.
Garibaldi, you better hawk your crystal ball.
What's up?
My horse, one, paid $28.
Congratulations.
How deep are you in, Harry? They got you stuck pretty good.
Who says I'm stuck at all?
I don't figure a guy bets half his take-home to get ahead. I figure he's looking to get even.
I'm stuck pretty bad. I don't even know how it happened.
Okay, look, I've been around this block. Whatever got you into it, what you're doing now is just chasing good money after bad.
Listen, JD, if you've been here, then you know this whole conversation's a waste of time.
Hey, ready, lover?
You don't have to touch bottom, man.
Hey, yo, Harry, wanna ride over to Kubiak with us?
No, thanks. I gotta meet someone. Maybe I'll see you over there.
Understand with your Chevy, Mick.
Yep.
Understand that Fogelfeld just got blowed to bits.
Correct.
Well,
It's got to be top 5. What do you think?
which?
Worst ways to croak, being blown into 80 different pieces.
Nah, that ain't the worst way. This way's quick. It's
Hey, wait a
efficient.
minute.
You're
Just
gone. You ain't
just
got
think
time.
about
Do not start.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Well, sir, you... Yes, sir. Please don't poke on me, Mick.
Thanks, Joe. Actually, I'm calling about the commission. Look, if you're at all interested, I'd love to see you first thing in the morning. Uh-huh. Well, your mother was right, Irwin. Can't hurt to listen. Good. See you tomorrow.
Erwin Bernstein for committee counsel.
What do you think?
I think he'll be terrific. Let's back up a couple of steps, Virillo. Congratulations on the nifty offer.
Thank you.
You seem to be taking it.
I think I should.
I'm proud of you, Frank. Isn't this how Kennedy got started? Q-Favre?
Joe McCarthy.
Sure you don't want me to come with you to the Kubiak?
You hate the Kubiak.
I like Ray, at least.
Ozzy?
Mayor? What's your card?
Now it's done. Now I want you to prepare for the consequences.
I don't know what you mean.
My wife bailed him out. She made our son's bail on the felony.
Did he check into detox?
He's gonna get clean in Rockford. She took him to the bus. Now, I want you to give your people a description.
Why?
Because he's gonna get off the Decker terminal. He's gonna do whatever he has to do to get high.
Ozzy, I think I know what you're feeling.
You don't know what I'm feeling. You don't know the shame, sick fear you may be responsible for hurting innocent people.
I can't have him picked up, Ozzy. Not without a new crime.
All right. All right. I know the streets. I'll find him.
Ozzy.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Talk! Just talk out! Don't talk into it!
Why do we keep coming back to this joint? Can I have your attention, please? Ray, would you come up here for a moment?
Thanks, Henry. Ray, I would like to read what is inscribed on this loving cup. To Ray Cayetano, worthy in service, loyal in friendship, given in gratitude, affection, and respect by his comrades at the Hill Street Station, 26 September. We're gonna miss you, amigo.
Hey, all right. All right.
Excuse me. Oh, I'm sorry. Excuse me. I'm sorry.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Seems to be a celebration in progress.
You're exactly correct. A colleague of mine has been promoted.
Oh, how delightful.
Yes.
Well.
What?
Sad, isn't it?
What is?
When you want to grasp a moment and you don't know how.
How would you do that?
Just grasp it.
Come on! Hit the ball! Come on, shoot it! Man, come on! Put it up! Put it up! You guys are weak. Go.
Say, Trim.
That's all.
Hey, thanks for talking to me in court this afternoon. Just called the way I saw it. Want to hear something crazy? Korean put up a help wanted sign.
Okay. You gonna apply?
Said I could. Passed by, asked if I was gonna. Thing is,
What?
look, I can't add you good, okay?
Why don't I front you for a calculator? Just bring some prices.
Man, that's not why I told you. Look, I wasn't looking for charity, okay?
Charity's when you don't expect to be paid back.
Bring in the prices tomorrow.
Okay. Catch you later.
See you, man.
I wish my mother had lived.
Tell me.
Couldn't do it. So now look, you want to sell my note to the juice guys? Fine, you go ahead. See, but you're making a big mistake, Andy. Because I'm paying every penny.
You got that right.
Oh! Oh!
Meet your banker, Harry.
What's your problem, pal?
I don't get problems. I get 200 every Tuesday. Keeps you even.
What does that mean? It keeps you even?
He means it keeps you even, Harry. Your debt doesn't go up.
Oh, good. Come on, man.
Hey, Harry, you're not that stupid.
Oh, man. Tough guy. Big man. Let's see what you got. I thought you're such a big shot. I thought you're such a tough guy. All right, now you guys leave me alone.
Oh, damn it.
Oh, Lewis. Officer down. Officer needs assistance.
Thank you.